technology,
Yeah.
computers. How
So
are you navigating that?
so the advantage, my first computer I got in 1987, quite interesting, 87, 88.
Hmm.
I appeared on the game show. I was a guest on the game show, $10,000 Pyramid.
Oh, I
And,
remember that. I love that.
and one of the gifts, one of the prizes that I won was an Apple IIc computer with voice synthesizer. So up until that point, I didn't even know computers could talk to me. So that was
Oh,
my first computer. And so I started relying on computers
okay.
that had the speech synthesizer, and it would read what was on the screen. And then as people, when I say people, meaning government agencies and companies, started putting stuff online,
Yes.
uh, it became accessible to me. I could download a document. It's a printed document. It's in PDF form,
Okay.
but the computer can read it. And with the speech synthesizer, it reads it out loud to me. So that's how I started communicating, and I began to be able to work more often, or do more of my work even without a reader, because the reader would be there to read regulations to me and to review the work that I typed.
Okay.
Well, when I started using a computer and word processor for typing, I could read back my own work,
Okay.
and I could get the regulations myself because they were available online. So by the time I retired, I was working from home, and I didn't have an assistant here at home. My assistant, well, not my assistant. Well, I did have an assistant still, and
Yes.
what they did is, because I was using a person less and less as my dedicated assistant, what the office did was hire someone who could be my assistant, but also could be a regular clerk processing cases.
You rely on technology today. And for example, I sent you an email. How did you read that email and you responded to me?
So I read. I have a computer that, I have to tell you that I'm very slow at advancing with the technology. So I actually have multiple computers. I tend to like the older system better than the newer one. As the new computers become more graphics based, they want to make it easier for you, touch screen and things of that sort.
Yes.
Touch screen is not so easy for people who are visually impaired. So
Okay, that
I
makes
rely,
sense.
yeah, I have to rely more on what keystrokes get what I need. Anyway, I have a speech synthesizer on the computer. The
Yeah.
email comes in. I use Outlook Express on my primary, the computer that I use primarily for communicating via email. So when you send an email, it comes to me, and it reads when it pops up into my inbox. It will give the same tone that there's a message there, and I can go read it. It says it's from Linda Mitchell, and that I can click on it, and it open up, and then I just read it. I
You,
mean, the
you hear it.
computer the
You
computer
hear it.
speaks it to me.
You
I
hear
hear
it.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you answered me. How did you do that?
Well, again, I'm using a keyboard, and so every keystroke, the speech synthesizer is saying it. So if I type "Dear Linda," the speech synthesizer is saying DEAR space LINDA. So as I
Oh,
work,
okay. So it didn't spell it DEER. It didn't spell like deer.
no, no, and I don't have a problem with there and there as the sergeant has either.
Yeah. Oh, you heard that. And then I made a typo in my email to you. I gave you a car, remember?
Yes, yes, you gave me a car instead of a
Instead of a
call.
call.
Yes. I
So
go out I go out every day in my driveway looking for that car too. So
no, I meant to give you a call.
I had a teacher in the third grade when I was still able to see well enough to read large print. And Miss Summers said, it is important that you learn to type, that you're going to need it in your career, in your life. And so in third grade, she taught me how to type. So I'm quite good at the keyboard. And what's nice about the voice synthesizer is, as I'm typing, I mean, I'm typing, I type pretty fast, but my brain and my fingers are working well enough together that I can pretty much catch if it said something I didn't intend.
Okay.
If I and so
Yeah, I need that.
but even if I don't do that, I go back and I play it. I don't always. 94% of the time, I go back and read what I wrote to
That's
catch
the
my
thing.
mistakes.